Hello and good morning. You are back with the crew. Thank you guys so much for spending your Sunday morning precious time with us. Today, we have obviously on the screen here, you can see Mr. Simon. Simon, sir, how are you, brother?
Doing very good. Very happy this Sunday morning. How about yourself, Captain?
Mhm. Good, doing good. I'm a little scrambled. Uh, I had to do this in the back of my. This is officially the vehicle that hauls puppies. So this is now the puppy mobile.
you're in the you're in the
so
mystery machine.
I am. Yes. I give you a look around, but it's a bit of a mess. So yeah, we won't do that this morning.
Yeah, you've
It's a
already
fine morning here.
it sounds like you already had to deal with some blue-haired Bettys.
I did. I had quite a morning. I'm in California, so thought I was going to do something with a coffee company that starts with S, and I was promptly kicked out of their porch area. So I thought, well, gee, all right. I guess I should have purchased more coffee. Anyway, I'm fully caffeinated today. But she was less than kind to me. There's a lot of that going around. I don't know. I don't get it at all. But anyway, that's her life. I'm not going to argue with her about what her company policy on her porch was. But anyway, there's too many dogs. It was a dog fight, and I thought, this isn't going to work out anyway for us. I got a ton of notes here today.
Okay.
You guys all may wonder where Brian B-Man is. He's doing a charity event, so I'm very proud of him, and he's a big part of what's going on in the background. And maybe next week when he comes back on the show next Sunday, he'll tell us exactly what he was up to today. And I think you guys will all be interested in hearing what he's up to. Good fun. Simon, I know that you're aware of what I'm about to talk about. And it's, as we know, the last couple of Thursday shows, we've talked about a product in which Go Baby Trading is a platform in which everybody that's signed up for it has thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. In fact, I was on the phone this morning with 2 different people. One of them that's like, I'm just upset I can't afford one right now. And the other person was, I've got a ton of money in it and I want to throw a ton of more money at it.
Yep.
So proof's in the pudding for me when it comes to these kind of products. And when I support a product like this to the level that I have this one, I do some background on the people as much as I possibly can. But remember, this is just support. This isn't Alan creating this. I didn't raise these people from birth. I don't know everything about them. I've done quite a bit of research. There has been some stuff in their past as to they've had some issues. They've never had any issues on the level of embezzling people's money. And in fact, this isn't even capable of doing that because all of your money and all of your trading money, as you and I spoke yesterday, is all on Coinbase or Kraken. They don't have access to your money. They have access to the tool in which they sell you. And that tool is yours to keep. That tool is making money. If you're interested in making money and you're less interested in trying to crucify every human being that's ever had anything negatively said about them on the internet, well, then stick to that. If you want to be right about everything and you think that you've got the world all figured out and you're correct about everything that you've ever pursued, okay, good for you. Then maybe this product or those people aren't for you. I know I'm speaking somewhat in riddle here, but I only know that because virtually anybody that's ever done anything in the public such as you and I have, there are people that don't like me. There are people that don't like you, and we don't know why. And they pursue their own self-righteousness to put other people down. Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into all of that. I am aware.
It's tough, man.
I'm aware.
I mean, that everything that you just talked about right there, you know, at a public social level, it's tough. You know, I'm going to comment. I'm going to share my comments a little bit later after you share what you share this evening in the sake of transparency, which I think is great. But I want you to share. Go ahead and continue to share before I just pop in my Simon Says Crypto 1.5 cents.
I want everybody to know, to reflect on a story in which I have to share with everybody. I was a young man who had just become a broker, and I lived in the perfect town and the perfect job. And there was a small brokerage that I worked for at the time. And I thought it was going to be, it could have been the single greatest job in the greatest little town, which my wife and my son at the time lived in. And it was a perfect life. And there was a gentleman that came along that, because he was leaving his wife and going through a divorce, he wanted all his money now. Well, all the paperwork in which he signed said, well, no, sir, you cannot. This is a REIT. Those of you who are familiar with real estate REITs. It's a 5-year contract. You cannot get out of this. Turns out his brother-in-law was the town DA. They filed 28 charges on the front page of a town with 2,000 people in it, of the local paper. So we were guilty immediately.
Right.
And all my friends and everybody in my town looked at me and would stop talking when I'd walk in the room.
Right.
We were cleared of all charges. In fact, the judge laughed the entire thing out by lunchtime. There was no basis of any of it, other than the fact that this man wanted his money yesterday and he couldn't get it.
Right.
I'm just reminding people of stories like this, because in the very back page of the paper, 2 months later, there was a little tiny little couple of sentences that said, cleared of all 28 charges. That's not justice. Yeah. Tiny.
That's
the back page where nobody looks.
That's a C. We call that in construction. We call that a SIA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's called the SIA.
we even put a billboard up, cleared of all 28 charges. Doesn't matter. Once you've been in the public eye, called out as to, well, those people might be criminal, or they might be doing something wrong, or there's people that aren't happy with what they've done. Be careful not to throw them under the bus, is all I'm trying to say. And I keep getting people sending me reports, sending me stuff that's 10-year-old stuff about these people. I got it. I get it. I've read it. That's not who they are or who you are today. That's not what this trading platform does today. And I'm very excited to tell you that I'm very happy with their explanation of everything that happened 10 years ago. And forgiveness is an incredible thing. And these people have gone on with their lives and made an incredible tool that any of you that are playing with it right now know that it's a game changer. It's one of these tools in your toolbox that can change your life. And I'm not going to say it's bigger than crypto, but I have had lengthy conversations with many people that are telling me, I'm selling my whole bag, Alan. I want to put it into this. I'm like, whoa, slow down. Slow down. Let's not do anything crazy.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, pump the brakes here a little bit.
Well, please, for the love of God, pump the damn brakes one time.
Yeah, but we now have a place like MSTY and many other products in which I'm going to bring forward to everybody over the months to come, you have a product that will earn you interest monthly. And I said monthly, not annually. And those returns can help you pay your bills and change your life. And then you're in management of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taking power back to the individual and away from the brokerage houses. And he's handing the power back to you, to your laptop. Now, you don't have to go through, Shearson Lehman or whoever, right? And empowerment is what we're about in this day and age with crypto. So saying all that, am I endorsing the product? Yeah, I am. I'm saying that I believe in these people, I believe in the product, and I am going to use the product. I am using the product to some degree. Now, am I going to throw quite a bit of money at it going forward in life? Yes. That's my game plan. I'm going to take profits from crypto and I'm going to put it there and over here and through, life insurance. There's going to be many avenues, many buckets that we like to talk about that we're going to put the money and time to come in the future. If XRP goes to $25, are you going to tell me this? Well, I'm not doing anything until it's 50. I'm not doing anything until it's 1,000 out. Well, we now have different strategies to show you and help you with that will show you, hey, you know what? You can make some money on the side. You don't have to wait for XRP to go to 1,000 to make a living. So,
right.
Anyway, we'll cover all of that and many other things on this show and many shows to come. But Simon, what's your take on all this?
I too was pretty much like everybody that sent me this information separately. And I want to say to those individuals, thank you for digging in. Like,
yes.
That's first off, digging in. So you did research. You went down, you kept digging, and you're like, you know what? I got to run this up the food chain a little bit, right? So you reached out to your network, your crypto homies, or just anybody that would at least listen, right? Just some type of contact. That is great. I as a fellow cryptopian, for me, I am very happy that y'all are doing that and that you continue to do that, because I do know quite a few of you in this space that are great researchers. You're I mean, shoot. If the CIA ever wanted to do another Main Street level recruitment, I'd be like, oh, check this person out, and that one, and that one, and that one. Not that you guys would go, but you guys are just at that level, and I love that. My take, after I went over it a second time in all the information I had, and I too, from personal experiences, know what it's like to be drugged through the mud, so to speak. When I literally did nothing wrong. I also do know what it's like when I have done wrong, and both bounce backs for the individual are equally the same. I mean, you get drugged through the mud, you might as well have done the full insult, the full crime, the full whatever. You might as well done it. Because bouncing back from that is it's lifelong, right? It's lifelong.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but looking at the history, events that took place, time frame, and where we're at now, and there's a fairly big gap of time where there's nothing else that I could find that showed a repeat of slightly depicted behaviors, because again, I don't know the full story. I don't. I only know what's on documents that I found, some that were sent to me as well. And it's like, okay, I know what it's like to go through the court system. Anybody can look me up and they're like, oh my gosh, Simon, you went through that, but those people that would do that have already got to know me as a person and go, no, you're not even close to that. It's like, no, I'm not. And thank you. God bless you for
Yeah.
seeing that, because that means the world to me, that says, hey, you're not like this anymore,
Yeah.
And so I can see, but I can see why individuals, are, this is a red flag. And I commend you for that. Pump the brakes. Like, literally, stand down. Let's double check. Let's look through this again. Great. Do that. Definitely do that. But look at these things, past and present. And for me personally, this is just me. Anybody, there's so much things. How do I want to explain this? Anybody that has a tool that can enable me to better my life, specifically in a financial way. Okay. Not just the immediate, but a long term. I'm going to take that route. Because I am from Main Street, like most of us are, blue collar, 9 to 5, labor force. Like our only out is retirement, 401k, maybe pension, right? That worked way back when. It does not work going forward, in my opinion. So I need tools. I need tools that can safeguard my wealth that is this big, and I need to get it bigger. Digital assets came on the scene. I was like, yes, this is an opportunity. Let's go. The next phase of finding tools or assets, because I mean, arguably, digital assets are a tool. It's a vehicle, a mechanism that I can implement into something and do something else. I can't get into real estate right now, right? I definitely don't have the credit, and I don't have the, you need credit, right? The game has changed. The blueprint's the same, but I don't qualify to do that right now. Right. And so real estate's always kind of been this big thing, unless you were an Alan, a trader. Well, again, you had to get credentials and et ceteras to do that. And I'm circling back around to what you just talked about, Alan. So here are these tools. This is great. You guys already know, and some of you in this chat have helped me beta test a previous bot. A bot, not autonomous trader. And there's a difference there. But those two softwares are also different by a long shot in what the goals that they're trying to achieve. Again, I'll bring that back around later. Another tool. You guys know that I've talked about IBC. I love IBC. Why do I love IBC? Because anybody that can make it to get a policy, you're in. Doesn't matter what you did in your past. Doesn't matter your credit score. Just, do you have a job? Yeah. Are you healthy enough? Marginal. Okay, cool. Well, then we can get you one. Awesome. I am now in. I can now use this thing. Okay. Fast forwarding to where we're at today, Alan. Here's this tool. You give me an opportunity to kick the tires. I kick the tires. I see the value in it. Do you see blue hair people? Are they coming to get you now? That's kidding. So I see the value. Yes, this is a thing. But I'm purchasing the right to use somebody's software. For me, this is a program. Nothing more, nothing less. I've done enough beta testing with other bots to realize when this thing gets hooked up on the back end, I have to go to the exchange and say, yes, I give this thing permission to do this. No, I do not give permission to do this. No, I do not give permission to do that, etc. And if by some horrible event the software does not work for me anymore, I still have all the assets and things over in the exchange where all the transactions are done before. So for me, I like that. You're not getting into my wallets. You're only doing a buy and a sell over at my account. That's right. That's like for me, and I know the 40 somethings will relate to this. This is like, hey, what was that movie with Michael Keaton? Duplicity, where he made copies of himself so he could be everywhere all at the same time. Yeah. I'm like, yes, dude, I got a digital Simon Says. Hey, go to Coinbase, and I want you to sit there for 24 hours a day No bathroom breaks, no nothing. You just sit there and trade all day for me while I take a snoozy with the wife.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, right. This is the life hack, So for
That's
me,
what this
that
thing
part,
is.
yeah, for me, that's exciting. The other thing that's exciting for me is that you mentioned is the monthly interest, right? I've been learning about interest and compounding in my own way for 10 years. Okay. But
Yeah.
still there was things that eluded me, right? And those things that eluded me can only be um, given to me by just me doing the actions. So here it is. I get to choose how much profit I want aside, compound everything. I can break out my little calculator and stay up all night and go, oh, if I did this, oh, if I did that, oh, actually, what would happen if I just didn't do anything and let this thing run as it was created to do? That's a great idea,
Yeah.
Um, so
That's
but when I hear about these things, I go, okay, was there a problem with the product that I'm buying,
oh
or is there a problem with the company that built it? Microsoft has had problems. Apple has had problems.
yeah.
Tesla, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, they have all had some type of problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Some have the ability, liquidity. Okay. I'm literally comparing apples to oranges here. But this was my own thought process. Okay. Ford transmissions take a poo-poo. I mean, shocker. But we got to recall it. But Ford has already put things in place to have those funds there to at least put
Fix
some
it.
band-aids over the problem, fix it. Okay.
Yeah.
Other businesses, traditionally small businesses or small partnerships, oh, if there is a bump on the road, oof, it can be detrimental not only to the business, but each one of those partners can get run
Yeah.
through the ringer in their own way. And what one does literally affect the apple cart. You can't just remove the bad apple. It's like the whole cart kind of thing. At least that's what I've seen in my experience.
Right.
So there's definitely a difference there. So in my opinion, I'm buying this tool and I'm going to let this tool work for me as long as it can within the 3 years. If I get another 3 years, great. And it's still valid, as in it still not only just works, but it fits my overall thesis, my blueprint.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to do it again. If it doesn't, I won't. That's
Right.
all it is. I'm
Yeah.
literally going down to Digital Home Depot, buying the best brand new, arguably table saw drill motor with push broom kit
Yeah.
on sale for Black Friday. But that's just my version, right?
Yeah.
That's for me. And so for me,
We're yeah.
that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. And
Kind of went on a tangent. I'm sorry, family.
one of the things that I pride myself on
Mhm.
was when before I even started a YouTube channel, which you knew me back then,
Mhm.
I went to a lot of different people's shows and I went to a lot of different conferences. And everybody wants to talk about crypto. And everybody wants to talk about, wow, we're all going to get rich from these coins. And that's a beautiful thing. And I love it. And it has happened to a lot of us. A lot of us have done financially very well with these products.
Mhm.
No question.
Mhm.
Um, one of the things that I said to myself early on, I wasn't just going to be a cheerleader. I was going to actually share the knowledge of what I've learned over the years and the people that I have connections to. Then I was going to share what they've taught me and what I can still learn from them and what I learn every day because I have one of those minds. I have one of those minds that I just want to constantly be playing the game of economics. I want to keep investing. I want to keep learning new ways of making money. And I'm tireless with it. And when I run across quality products, and I want everybody to remember, I looked at no less than 4, as many as probably 6 trading platforms like
Mhm.
this one and others. 2 or 3 have still yet to get back with me. I have people testing them. They're happy with the product to some degree. but nothing has the money management skills that this one does. It's so far to my knowledge. Does that mean that the search ends there? No, because remember, I'm not the cheerleader channel. Yeah, I believe that you got the right coins. If you got XRP, you got, whatever, whichever coins you really like the most, you're probably going to do really well over the next couple of years. But that's not money management. That's an investment. That's not earning interest monthly. That's not earning money on your money. That's earning capital or principal when equity of it goes up, when the equitable value increases, just like real estate or any other investment. What we're starting to come across now with the times in which we live is AI is creeping into every avenue of your life. It's coming in through the sides. And for the first time, it's on your fingertips.
Yeah.
And you have the ability that I happen to know for a fact that what Wall Street's been using against you, not with you, against you, and to some degree, very obviously against you, making billions annually off AI type robotic products. I'm tireless. I've told this story before. In Wall Street, nobody trades there anymore. That ringing the bell thing, it's a stage show. All the trading gets done in a data bank in New Jersey. Period. You look it up. Oh, that's where all the trading gets done. It's so ridiculously profitable for them. And now you have this on your fingertips in so many different ways. Is this the last product we're going to have? No. Do I think it's the best one I've found? Yes. So far, it's the best product I've found yet. Now, don't get me wrong, MSTY is a great product. There's other great products out there. We have AMMs coming. All of that's going to be great. You're going to be able to host or stake or put your coins in places that are going to pay you a monthly income as well. And all of that is to be played for as well. We know that's coming. This is one tool. I'm not hanging my entire hat on this tool. I'll be tireless in finding ways for you to create a side hustle so that you can better your life. Because this channel is about wealth, health, and happiness. This channel is not about, oh, when XRP gets to $1,000, we all just, dance in the streets. And many channels, and I'm not knocking those channels at all because they're personal friends of mine. Many channels have stopped there. That's where they stopped because maybe that's their talents. Maybe that's their skill level. Maybe they don't know how to make money with money. Most of them don't. I will tell you, most people, unless they're millionaires, don't know how to make money with money. They just don't. And that's why you're on this channel. That's why I surround myself with people that do know how to do that. Anyway, I hope that resonates with people. That's what we're doing on this channel. And going forward, we're just going to do more and more and more of it. You're going to get, as Trump would say, you're going to get tired of winning. You're just going to get tired of it. Winning's going to happen. Yeah. That's where we're at.
Oh, well, that's great. I will expect more phone calls from some people that you and I know in Florida. They're very wonderful people.
I would like to shout out to this gentleman right here.
Oh, yes. XRP Renegade. Yes, sir.
Mr. XRP Renegade. Many of you know him as Kenny. I won't completely out the guy. My thoughts and prayers are going out to him and his family, and they're going through a time. I won't discuss exactly what they're going through because it's very personal to them. And our hearts are, and prayers and thoughts are with him. It's one of the reasons why I brought the hat, and I wore the hat because he gave me this in Las Vegas, and I've been looking for a brilliant reason to wear it, and I can't think of a better reason. So
Man,
I love you, brother.
amen to that. Definitely love you, brother, as well. And my wife sends her love to you, as you already know, dude. And Alan, I commend you on wearing the hat. I got the hat too, but it's actually so precious to me that
I know.
that's only one of the few hats that like I won't wear. I don't want to screw it up, right? I'm
I
trying to
know.
find a
Yeah.
way to where I can kind of like, all right. So I want to talk about a little bit about what are you going to do with your money, right? That's always the question. I'm like, well, I'm going to have one of those like athletic sports memorabilia rooms, but mine's going to be like all crypto stuff, right? So that will be, I'm looking for a casing that I can have, so I can show the
Yeah.
message on that because it's precious to me. Right?
It is.
I'm not gonna ever get that again, ever.
Yeah.
Just like the pictures that you were so kind enough to pay for all of us that were down in Florida when we were out at that restaurant, dude. That it's right there.
Yeah.
I will never. I will always remember that, cherish that. I mean, that's more valuable to me than some of the crypto I have. Arguably. But yeah,
Same with the
that's what I want. I want my own crypto memorabilia room.
yeah. Well, same with the cookies too. By the way, I hope they last
Yeah, dude, we
forever.
got the right there. Yeah, we got some right there. Yeah, I can't. I won't eat them. That's first gen, first
No.
batch. Like, nope, nope,
No.
nope. I'm gonna
Can't eat
save
them.
those. I gotta dip those in like some clear epoxy. just to
Whatever we
save
can
them.
do. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, XRP Renegade, we love you. You are part of the heart and soul of the crew. I know that for a fact, and arguably of the XRP community as well.
Yes.
Oh, look, here he is right there.
And I'm stealing some things from the man. I am. He's taught me some great things in life about life, and I think a lot of he and I's friendship, and I'm. My wife was very impressed with he and his entire family. He opened up his home to us, and we stayed at his house twice. So it was incredible. We stayed at his house when he wasn't even at his house. But how about that?
Yeah,
That's the
awesome.
kind of man that guy is.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Incredible guy. So, Simon, what's been your experience so far using this trader?
Nothing but positive, healthy positive, not hype
Okay.
positive, right?
Uh huh.
Um, it's been very, very good thus far. And I always say thus far. I want to clarify when I say that, even on the videos that I've done thus far for the Go
Yeah.
Baby Trader, just trying to document my experience to help those who haven't that either have this right now and they haven't gone through the full setup. I know Dave or Edward, Attila, and Ed were on the show last Thursday, and
Yes.
Ed gave, did some simple math on a strategy. Maybe you don't want to do 5 coins, maybe you want to do 3. So I was like, okay, how could I do that if I was trading live? So I went through this. I went through all the features that I knew. And I have a plan of, hey, if you're connected right now and at some point during your time with having this license, the first time, the second time, maybe the third time, and you want in or need to switch out coins, I have a great plan for that. And can I share my screen? Let's see if I can share my. Do you have the ability to add it to the show if I share my screen out? I know you're kind of batting.
Yeah. I
Let,
don't know about that.
all
I
right,
don't see that.
let me try. Hold on, I'm going to try it right now. You might be able to see it down low. Maybe not. Probably no.
Hang on.
Okay. If it doesn't do it, it's okay.
What's it look like?
It looks like Windows 90. It looks like the dashboard. Just like white. Majority of it's white. With some blue, a little bit of blue writing. No, that's not it. It should be down low where you can add someone to the show. But I know you're on your phone.
Oh yeah, I see it down here, but I don't see it's not come up. It's just black.
No. Oh, okay. Let me try again. Let me try one more time. Let me try again. Entire. Okay, try that.
No,
Is there
sir.
add to the no? Okay, that's fine.
Blue Waves. What's it titled?
Go Baby Trade web app. It was.
No. I'm not seeing it on here. This is where it should be.
Yeah, it should be right where should show you who's in studio. Me and-
Background.
right?
Yeah, I don't even have that with you.
Okay.
I don't have you in studio.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I know there's a way to do it, but there could be some mess ups for the show. So let's not maybe.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna take Mr. Camera here and I'm just gonna see. It's probably not the best view.
Can I put it?
It's a little blurry.
Anyway, yeah, it is a little blurry, but it's better than nothing. Anyway, what do you got?
Okay, so all right, so one of the features here, and I know our buddy Ron, he hit me up this morning about this, and I've done a few videos on this feature. When you're looking at your main dashboard.
Excuse me, I got to interrupt a second. He called you too this morning?
Yeah.
He called.
Texting called. Yeah, texting called. I have talked to Ron in the past 7 days, as much as I've talked to him in Vegas. Like I've doubled my But he's so excited. He's so passionate about this. It's so nice to hear, and all of you that I've heard from. There is a sense of
empowerment.
Empowerment, perfect. Yes, great word.
Yes,
empowerment, but it's very calm. It's not like cocky or anything like that. I am finally here. Much like some of the people I know, if XRP went to $6 tomorrow, which I don't think so, not tomorrow. If it did, you guys would have that empowerment. Like, great, my dreams are now like that much closer. I'm on to phase 3 of my building wealth, living my life on my own life's terms plan. I'm this close to quitting my day job, those types of things, right? So Ron and others very excited in their own way, very empowered. At any rate, so when we're looking at the dashboard and it shows the coins that we're trading, it shows our profits for the day, the month, total profits taken, profits set aside, those types of things. But where those coins are, we can click. There's a plus sign right next to the coin, and we click it, and a whole new window pops up. And within that window, it shows all our open trades, and it shows our target sells for each one of those open trades, the price that it's going to sell, how much it's going to sell. Also, it tells you if the price goes down another 3%, where its next open position is going to be for that coin. And also, if the price goes up another 3%, if it is a good time to buy on an ascending price, it too will. It has a price there for that as well. This is awesome. And I'll tell you why I think this is awesome. Other than, hey, there's some good information to keep those of us who have never traded before, and even those of us who have traded before, level-headed. We know exactly what's going to happen. The information's there for us. We just get to sit back, relax, sip some lemonade, and watch this work. Why I like this is because, back to what I was saying, if you happen to have this thing connected right now, and you're live trading, not paper trading, I'm going to circle back around to the paper trading because that's something else I really, really like. But if you're live trading right now and you're like, you know what? I see what Ed was talking about. I don't want to do 5 coins. I want to do 3 coins. Okay. So, and maybe they're not the 3 coins that are the default ones either. So you got 2 problems, right? You need coin reduction, whoop, and you want to switch out the coins you want. Okay. So I've explained this to a few others. I think this is a good way. It's probably not the way, but for me, this works. Step 1, write down all your sell points for each coin. Step 2, halt trading. There's a halt trading button on the dashboard, bottom right corner, big blue thing. It says trading anonymous just above it. It blinks. The trading anonymous blinks to let you know. So you can stop trading. So it's going to stop everything. You can then you can switch out your coins then because you've already written down the sell prices for each coin. Okay. And then, and the amounts, you're going to want to write down the amounts too. Everything for that open order, all that information there, you need to write down plus the sell price. And when you switch out your coins over at Coinbase, you're still holding that assets, right? A lot of people, I've heard a lot of people, I don't want to be holding these coins. I'm like, okay, well, you don't have to hold them, but you don't have to liquidate them like either.
At a loss.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, at a loss. You don't have to. You can put in the sell orders yourself. Now, is the casino going to see you do that? Yeah. But they're relatively small. You're there to take the win. However long it takes, it takes. In the meantime, you get the coins you want added. You consolidate down to 3 coins, and then you can resume your trading. I know there's some experienced people in this chat right now. So if there's anything else that they would like to add or correct me on, please do. But that is what one person could do if they want to. But let me reiterate that all over again. First, find the plus button next to the coin name on your main dashboard. Open that up and you'll see what I'm talking about. I've done videos on it. I'm going to reiterate it again on my next video. I'll be doing it today and it comes out tomorrow. Just giving a quick overview of how the paper trading is going for me. Write down all the information per order, the sell price. Okay, move on to your next coin.
Yeah.
Step 2, go ahead. Halt trading.
No, go ahead.
And then step 3, put in your limit orders all by yourself, and then switch out your coins on the platform or the Go Baby Trader. There you go. Go ahead, Alan.
I want to bring up something on that exact subject.
Okay.
As many of you know, I've traded for many, many years. People trade when you trade a system that never takes a loss. First of all, that doesn't exist. Well, it does now. That never existed in the history of trading. Only Goldman Sachs gets to do stuff like that. Unless you really know how to hedge well and you're a strategist, you can do it. And you have an incredible bankroll behind you. So if you close out a minus trade for a minus percentage point, it's not the end of the world if you automatically were to do that. Just try and remember that. That means that your trading performance at the end of the year was 99.9% trade success. People would kill to have something that trades at a 60% success rate. So don't get hung up on, well, what if they delete this coin, or I don't want to trade that coin anymore and I got to get out and I've got an open trade there. And he's helping. Simon's kind of going on an upper level technical angle of trying to get you out of that trade with being successful.
I am. Yes.
Yeah. And it's a great thing. Don't get me wrong. I've had that same question. And he just showed you a perfect way to make sure that it'll be profitable and you don't have to take a loser. And that's well said, Simon. Well done. I want to get back to basics on something about not just this trader about money in general.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was Attila the other night that said it, and I've heard it a million different ways. But but if your money's not working while you're sleeping, you're not doing it right. Okay, that's been the beauty. We've been lucky with crypto over the last, I don't know, few years that you've been in crypto, is your money's made you money. But let's also remember, XRP isn't at 356 anymore. It's lost you equity. You've actually lost equity since its all-time high. So what's the matter with having some money in this thing where every week it's making profit? It's okay. This has been a really bad week. And to the numbers in which I'm talking to everybody, it's still running. If you were to equate this to the next 3 weeks, at somewhere around 3% profit on a bad week.
Yep.
Okay. That is 3% profit for the month on a bad week. That's spectacular, guys. Because as we know, Einstein said the eighth wonder power of the world was compounding.
100%.
So when you're compounding even at 3%, you're about to be a very wealthy person. And I don't care how small your bag is. It multiplies quickly. And you're multiplying it monthly, not annually. This is a very powerful thing to remember. That's going to make up for all of that lost equity. But I don't want you, again, we're going to have to find an nice equilibrium here with how much crypto do I hold? How much capital do I keep in something like this? And how much capital do I put in MSTY? And how much capital do I put into staking or AMMs or DeFi? That's why we're here for you. We're here to show you. I had an incredible conversation. I'd love to tell the whole story, but I won't. I had a conversation with a young man, entrepreneur, and he was telling me, and he's a business guy, and he's like, Alan, you don't understand. I'm crushing it. I go, okay, what are you doing? He said, I detail cars on weekends. I said, oh man, you're a hustler. I love that. You're getting out there, you're making cash, you're making capital. I said, what are you doing with the money? Oh, well, I'm buying crypto with it. I said, okay, good. And he goes, so I don't have the money. This is what he said. I don't have the money to buy this trader or to fund the trader is really what he was worried about. It's like, I could come up with a 35. I can't fund the trader. Right. And I said, well, okay. How much money did all the tools cost you to detail cars? Oh man, I got the best. I got this. I got the tank. I drive it around town. I detail people's cars. I said, you bought yourself a job. Yes, I love that you did it. You're a side hustle guy, and I love that. But this product, I want you to start looking at it in the sense of you don't have to scrub somebody's car anymore. I want you to start looking at this like you look at a job. And it's like, well, okay, I understand what you mean. I go, well, think about it. Your truck, your gas, the tools you bought, the water tank, the buffing machines, the pads, the wax, all of that could go into a trader, making you 5-7% a month. You understand that? He's like, yeah, I get it. Okay, I got it. I go, he's a young man, so I want him to have a job and a side hustle. No question about that. Many who are watching this, of the 100 of us that are watching this right now, you're not young. You don't want to go detail somebody's car this weekend, okay? Or you're tired of being the greeter at Walmart. Put aside some money to get the money working for you while you're sleeping. That's our focus on this channel. And people are like, well, Alan, you talked about it for 6 months, but you never gave me an avenue to do it. Where do I put it? A few months ago, I gave you MSTY, and everybody that put money in MSTY is absolutely They're like, at the end of the month, Alan, it feels like Christmas morning. That's what this can be for a lot of people. Is this perfect for everybody? No. No, it's not. You don't have the capital to throw in it right away. You've got to save that capital. Now, Simon and I kind of disagree on this a little bit because he thinks you should get the trader first, and I think
Well,
you should get the capital and then get the trader.
yeah, and okay,
Yeah.
now full transparency. I said, Alan, this is Simon.
Yeah, right.
But if it's good enough for me, I feel like it's good enough for others. I'm my generation, Money Paradise's generation, B-Man's generation, right? That group right there. So we're talking mid 40s, mid 30s. Okay, that range. Okay,
Yeah.
we're in a different economy overall.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to say we have to do drastic things all the time, but if there's like your guy that's doing the side hustle, okay, went out and bought all the stuff. Maybe not all at once either. Okay, maybe not all at
No.
once either. Okay, right, but went out and got the tools.
Yeah.
You can't do this. You can't do this at all unless you get the tools. So for me, my mindset is I'm the same way. It's like the tool for me is far more important than what the tool can do for me tomorrow or the next day, etc. What it's going to be able to produce for me over time with me looking and paying attention to the tool, just like you would be if you was waxing the car. You don't just autopilot and let it go, so for me, I'd rather get this tool as soon as I can, because I know I have the ability. Let me say it again. I know I have the ability to fund that thing at my own, in my own time, in my own way, right? That's why I say this. But yes, I would say if you got it, go get it. Then go get another $100 next week and throw it in your exchange and so on and so forth. But that's me. Alan's coming from a very core place when he speaks what he's about to say on the other side of this coin, where we disagree.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
And I appreciate it.
And I might change my mind on that, actually. It depends on what shoes you're standing in.
100%.
It really does.
100%.
I know the world's about to get tough, and it's been tough for a while. But if you're a white collar worker, I think your job's going to get more difficult each quarter from here on forward, because you're now competing with AI. And I think this is a good tool. I don't think it's the perfect tool. Perfect would be 100% every month, obviously. But like,
yeah, let's
go. Yeah. But like I've mentioned this before, and it's so important to remind people. This is a tool to enrich your life. Like, okay, my channel, if I did a video about a side hustle, it'd get 25,000 views, because everybody in the world's looking for a side hustle. Everybody's looking for more income. Everybody's saying to themselves, hey, how do I make an extra buck? How can I, hey, this guy's, all you got to do is Google search the top 10 side hustles. It's like the #1 clicked on thing in the world. Why? Because people are now having to compete with AI. They're going to have to compete with technology, and they are. Well, you either adopt technology and get it to work for you, or you become a slave to it. And your life slowly diminishes in value as far as life experience, because the hamster wheel's going faster against you. And if you don't have products like this and different products, like even better products than this coming down the road, possibly, or at least open to them and understand them and listen to people like Simon and myself and Ron and many others, who are using the product, understanding the product. I understand the principles of this product so well that when the founder and I discussed this for hours on end, I was like, I'm all in. Alan, personally, I'm not saying you should be all in. I'm just saying this is a tool that I'm going to have the rest of my life. Period. That's what I'm going to do. And then I've had other people tell me, oh, well, I don't like that it's his house and he has total control of it. What if his house blows up or he passes away? Well, you can what if yourself to death. I don't play that what if game. I know this. I'm happier that he has it under his control and he's not in some corporate structure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm happy about, because he can be, by the way, he's going to be at the January show. As if you watch Thursday night show, he's excited about it. He's not trying to have a presentation on stage. He just wants to meet you all. He's a human being. Yeah. He's just a guy who's like, look, I know how to make people money every month. Can we just get this in their hands, Alan? I'm like, yeah, we have a family that I'd like to share that with. Okay, let's do that. That's where we're at with this. Anyway, I'm excited because I understand the power of compounding. If somebody would have told me that I had a product that was somewhere around 5 to 7% monthly, 10 years ago, even, I would have said that's not possible. But now there's multiple products like that, multiple, and many more to come. So I'm thrilled about it.
Me too. I would like to. Really sorry, I'm commenting. There's been a Bobby Lubba. He's in the chat, and I was just gonna send him a link. He's up there in Canada, so I was gonna send him the link in the chat so he could. I want to see first off if the link works up there, and just see if he can see the discount. If he uses if Baba Lubba. I'm gonna be saying that all day, Baba. I love it. If it works, so I'm gonna put that in the chat right now. Baba, try that link. Let me know what you find out. Put it here in the chat. Atlantic Living had said, Simon, did you find a list of reviews for this tool that validated its success? That would mitigate some skepticism. Okay, so still working on that, because here's why. It's a tool that earns you money. Okay. And I'm still looking. Like, I'm looking for some brave souls. There's some that have had this longer than those of us that have come onto this about less than a month ago. What are we at? Day 28? Yeah, minus 9, 21 days, 3 weeks. Okay, I've been playing with this for 3 weeks. Y'all saw me hit the reset button on Sunday. I was so mad, but let's not talk about that. There's others in this chat that I've had it longer. I've had phone conversations. I've asked them if they would love to come on. They've respectfully declined. Right. One of the reasons one of the reasons is this thing prints money. Okay, and when I say prints money, it's like they're using money at their Coinbase account or Kraken account. It's trading for them, and it's turning out very positive. If you had arguably enough money that you're like, wow, for me, that's a lot of money. Okay, so what's a lot of money to Simon Says Crypto? If I threw $5,000 over there and I left it on a cryptocurrency exchange, already I am bending to almost breaking point a rule that we try not to do. Not your keys, not your coins. Okay, so now I'm going against that whole thought process and saying, yeah, I'm going to throw $5,000 over there, which to me is a lot of money. Okay, that's a lot of money to me. Others, it's not. So when I feel comfortable coming on and sharing my success that I've had with this, and possibly put a target on my back, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I understand that. Like I said, when I say a brave soul, I know what I'm asking those people. So I know there's others on other YouTube channels. But that's another YouTube channel. You can see in Financial Intelligence for You, they list the others that are participating in this. I have yet to reach out to them and their group, but again, I'm an outsider coming in, so I know I'm going to hit resistance. I'm saying all this just to kind of explain some of the complexities, but I'm not stopping. I'm still looking for something because I know this space, and these are my words. These are 100% my words. In my opinion, we are some of the most arguably, rightfully, superly cautious, paranoid group of individuals on the planet. Okay, I'm just calling a spade, right? We've seen something from the traditional system. We're playing in this other system. We just jumped in a river, White Rapid rivers, and we're still learning how to paddle. And now you have those that are experienced in, doing some river navigating, and they're saying, okay, nobody use your paddles anymore. Throw those overboard. I want you guys just to use your hands. What?
Yeah.
You said don't lean over the railing. So I get it. I get it. This is a total flip. And it really is a total flip. I have bags that I'm holding. I have other purposes for me for that. This tool has a whole different purpose for me. Okay. I have thought about taking some of those assets, and I am still thinking about it. And the reason why I'm thinking about it is because I am quick to just jump all in on something. Okay. That's mistake 101. That's a character defect of mine, and I'm working on that. So here's another opportunity that I get to walk through this wealth process, because wealthy people, well, they'll look at it, they'll study it, they might not say much about it. This is just what I've seen. And they will consider taking an asset, not more money out of pocket. They consider taking an asset, leveraging that asset in some type of way to go get another asset that is income producing, not just another asset. Okay, there's a
Right.
fundamental right there, right? So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. But if I take this is my thought process, everybody. Okay, if I take that crypto, okay, and I go get this tool, and then I also fund the tool, right? Well, guess what? Some of you know what I'm going to do. That tool's first priority is to print funds to pay back the assets that I leveraged.
That's right.
Its first primary goal. Reclaim what I've gotten. Now that's for me. I can change that if I want to. It's my wealth. I can do what I want, right? 100%.
I really want everybody to understand what Simon's saying right here. Really listen to what he's telling you. And now I'm going to get irritable.
I'm sorry, everybody. I got dad cranky.
I just spent the last few weeks driving around this country, and I got the opportunity to listen to quite a bit of YouTube. And I'm going to tell you something that is going to maybe surprise you. 90% of what's on YouTube is worthless, especially in the crypto environment. Because it dawned on me that what they're really trying to do is get clicks. And that's all most of these channels are trying to do. They're not trying to empower you or make you financially sound or financially smarter. They're trying to be right about a certain coin. And they've staked their claim on this coin or that coin or this other coin, and they've become, I use the term cheerleader, banner waver, Simon likes that one.
I do, because it's a thing.
Yeah. Those people aren't helping you.
No.
They're
No.
helping you in one area. They're helping you hang on to your crypto. And they're helping you hang on to a dream. And I will say, that's empowering. It truly is empowering to have hope
Mhm.
and to hang on to something that could 10x, 30x, 50x. Great idea to do that. Let's also remember how big your bag is today.
Mhm.
I had this discussion with Elizabeth this morning. If you only had, and I'm saying, oh, I don't mean this in a negative way. If you only had 10,000 coins, okay, or $10,000 in value of coins 6 months ago in XRP, you now have $50,000 in value. That $50,000 in value is something your neighbors don't have. Your neighbor cannot buy $50,000 with XRP tomorrow.
Mhm.
Okay. So you've done well. You've done well. But is that it? Now what? Now you're listening to all these cheerleaders tell you, hey, you got to hold on to these coins forever and never ever sell them. And it's like, okay, that tells me that they want to get your clicks forever. And they're enriching themselves through YouTube. And I was like, and I saw it with Cardano, I saw it with XRP, I saw it with Bitcoin, Ethereum. And all of these channels are coin exclusive because they want you to stay in the club forever. What I've determined for me, if you want to follow what I'm doing here, what Simon's obviously doing, what Ron's doing, what my son's doing, Elizabeth and I are doing, is we're empowering people to make money with your money. That circle in which he's talking about is taking some assets, putting it into tools, we're just going to call that life insurance policies, to pay for trading policies. The interest and the payment that comes out of the trading policy pays the cost. And that snowball effect is bigger than one compounding item. You're now compounding 2 and 3 avenues. And now you have income streams coming from 3 and 4 different directions. And now you end up with a position in life to where it's like, well, I don't even know where it's all coming from. It's just flowing in.
Mhm.
That's where we're headed on this channel. That's where my life is. I already have that going in my life in many different ways. And you can't help others if you can't teach them how to fish. So stop listening to people who are telling you about how great the fish is that you might catch, and start listening to the channels that are empowering you to learn how to fish better, to catch more fish. And I hate to be like bagging on these other channels, but people that I love and I find to be very good friends of mine, it's just the same old story about you're going to be rich when this thing goes to this number. And it's like, what are you doing for people? What are you doing for them? Yeah, you're getting them to hang on. And I love that. But are you doing it for clicks? Are you growing? Is your community growing? Are you helping others grow? Are you teaching people how to make a living? Because that's really what crypto is. And it's in the channels that are talking about negative stuff, that they're talking about with the doomsday, shut that off. I don't know what you're doing to yourself. That frustrated me 15, 20 years ago. That's how long ago I started shutting those people down. And Simon and I agree on this one a lot. It's like people, there's 2 kinds of people. There's people that talk about what's about the skies falling. You know those channels. And there's people that know how to make money. And they're typically not the same channel. Seldom ever are they the same channel. Ever. They're either selling you something, the sky's falling, you got to buy gold. Okay. That channel's out there. There's a million of those. And I'm not bagging on gold because I love gold. I love silver and gold. I'm just saying. See, now I'm fired up. It's when a tool like this and like MSTY and other tools that we've looked at and are coming our way, when they empower people, and when I hear it in people's voice over the phone, and they're just like, "Oh my God, Alan, this is a game changer. I want to sell all my crypto tomorrow. Can I do that?" No, no, don't do that. But people are looking for reasons to fund these things because they're making money every day, whether they get out of bed or not. And it's so empowering. It's so powerful. Anyway, that's my rant. And I'm not calling any particular channel out at all. I'm just saying, look, if they're not teaching how to make money with money, what are you doing? It's easy to do today. It's not difficult. We can do this. We have the
100%.
skills.
We do, Alan, and you know, I know, as you said, you and I agree on what everything you just said there, right? I refer that as to the toxicity of the space, the Pete and repeat, you know. And I mean, I know there's people in this chat right now that hey, XRP is gonna go to $6 tomorrow. Oh, is it? I mean, it gets us worked up again. It's like, how many times have we heard that? It's like, okay, if you're getting frustrated, when I get frustrated, if I'm listening to something and I get frustrated, just like Alan, I turn it off. I walk away. I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
there's nothing here for me. I'm in the space. I'm looking and acquiring phase 2. I've been looking for phase 2 for a long time. Okay. Phase 2 has been richest man in Babylon, becoming your own banker. Rich Dad Poor Dad is upstairs by the nightstand. Rich Dad Poor Dad. You know, all these people that came way before crypto, very much before crypto, and their strategies are fundamentally the same. They're only using a different asset to achieve the same function and goals. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's football, baseball, basketball, soccer, rubber ball, racquetball, pickleball, whatever. It's a ball. We throw it this way, we throw it this way, we throw it this way. To have it go that way. Whatever that's a target, a hole in the ground, doesn't matter. We're doing the same actions. And so I've been looking for those things before I got into crypto. And then I found crypto. Because, you know, arguably, you know, what's talked about in Richest Man in Babylon, for those that do know, or Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know, it's old school stuff, right?
Yeah.
Old school, like, you know, I say real estate, dude. Real estate's like the prime example of get an asset, rent it out, and now you have an income producing asset. Fast forward today, you do Airbnb, man. I get paid. I get daily checks, man. You can come and subscribe to my channel. I get daily clicks. I've got the Airbnb blueprint for you. Okay, cool. But what I see there is I went and got a thing and I turned the machine on, and now it's air quotes printing money. Okay. What's the problem for real estate for this guy? I have to go fix it. Okay. Not that I have a problem with that, but any mechanics in the chat? If you're a mechanic, typically you don't fix your own car. You're just like, yeah, I did this all day. I don't want to do it. You know,
Nope.
you know, plus the cost of doing that. So I'm looking for something that has low overhead, smaller entry point, and that turns the machine on, right? And you know, this and others are really a part of my phase 2. Get income producing assets and start finding either a way within the asset for it to compound, or go get another income producing asset. That's how I take some of those profits, go get another one, and it produces another stream of money, income, assets. Say whatever word you want. It's all about flow. You need the flow. I don't care how big your river is or isn't. You need more than one. And
Amen.
I am a prime example of this. Something that I don't talk about on my channel or anywhere else. I mean, really, because I'm really trying not to be negative. But this is the reality.
Yeah.
By trade, I'm a union sheet metal worker.
Yeah.
I make stupid money when
Yeah.
I'm working. Okay. When I'm working, I make stupid money. But I literally work myself out of a job. Okay. Someone wanted a big building. They ordered a big building. Cool. I got work for a year. But that's it. After that, if the company that I happen to be working for at that time, if their sales team is not on it and finding other jobs to go right after that one or shortly thereafter, I have a problem. Right. So my stream is arguably seasonal. So I need to find
Yeah.
another stream. I need another side hustle. I need to go detail cars. I need to deliver people's hardware stuff, whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That meets today's problems. I need to keep the lights on. But my
Yeah.
phase 2 is I need to have things start financing my future self while the thing I'm doing keeps the lights on. It's a two-pronged attack, but I know I need more streams and I'm looking for them. And that's why for me, Alan, again, going back to the thing we agree to disagree on. For me, I'm so much after the tools because I see the
Yeah.
value of having multiple streams. It's not about the size. It's just the fact that it's there. And someday I'll be able to pull off that fruit tree when I need to, or I see an opportunity, and they're not going to be there all the time, but
No.
yeah, I listen to those people. I listen to those people that have strategies. I'm looking for strategies, not quick
Yeah.
money strategies. When I hear somebody say, this thing can put you in a very wealthy position, if they say this does not get rich quick, this takes work and effort. Okay, I'm listening now because that's the real world. Buildings
Yeah.
aren't built in a day.
Yeah.
It takes years to build a building, and we are building our wealth. That takes time.
And
Go ahead.
and there's some people, yeah, very well said. And there's people out there that will tell you that you're not smart enough, or they'll sell you fear. Simon and I have a good friend of ours, and a longtime friend of ours. In fact, that's how Simon and I met. And he sold fear. He sold fear that, oh, you can't leave your stuff on, Ledger. You can't leave it on this. You got to buy my laptop. Yeah, you got to buy my laptop to keep it safe and secure, and this and that.
I still got that. I still got it.
Yeah. So, yeah, which was an angle, and a lot of people fell for it because they weren't empowered. They didn't feel like they were able to handle their own responsibility or their own, seed phrase or whatever it might be. Okay, so he played on people's fears and emotions. Okay, that's okay. He's in business. I get it. I understand. It was a great service for a lot of people. And I'm not going to mention any names, but there's people out there that want to manage your crypto accounts. Why? Because they're making commission. They're making a lot of commission off millions of people. And those millions of people, even to the point it was like, oh, well, if you only have 10,000 XRP, that's not enough. You've got to have 100 or 200,000 XRP, or otherwise I can't manage your funds. It's just not worth my time. All of that is going away. This tool that he and I are talking about today, why would you keep your assets with somebody and pay them a percentage monthly or quarterly or annually to watch them, in particular if they're not making a return? You wouldn't do that. So what I'm saying is all of these parameters of financial mechanisms to create generational wealth are changing. All of it's evolving. And none of it has anything to do with the brick and mortar Wall Street style of, well, if you don't have a broker, you don't know what you're doing. I'm the smartest guy at the barbecue because I let some guy who's done nothing but turn and burn my account, and I'm not making any money at all. Do you know how many people I talk to that they've closed their 401ks because it was losing money? I mean, it's absurd what's happened to Wall Street. And they've just played us like sheep in a barrel, fish in a barrel, sheep in a corral, whatever. You know what I meant? It's you. I'm trying to empower everybody here, and I hope you can sense the excitement of some of these products that we're putting in front of you. Isn't the end all be all? No,
No.
but it's something that you're going to be able to use and say, "Wow, look, look." Like with Elizabeth and I, look, Elizabeth, look at this. Look what this thing's doing. Look what it did while we were asleep last night. Look how empowering that is. Wow. Okay, cool. That'll,
Yeah.
like Simon likes to say, that'll pay the insurance bill. That'll pay the light bill. That'll pay
Yeah.
this bill. You know, wow, one day it's going to cover my mortgage.
Right.
And I don't have to do anything. Nothing. Those days are here. Yeah. So don't fall for these people that tell you that you need their advice or their wisdom. No. Does Alan make a monthly commission off you buying this thing? No. In fact, the commissions that we make off selling these things is quite small. In fact, I would give them away. If they were mine, I'd probably just give them away because they're so empowering. But beware of the people that are charging you a monthly commission and you have to pay me, or I'm just trying to get clicks. I don't know. I'm frustrated by it because it's coming out of your pocket. That's what Simon's talking about with your revenue stream. It's cutting into your stream.
Mm-hmm.
You want revenue coming in, and you want to listen to the people that are tapping into your stream.
Mm-hmm.
As much as you can. Now, some people have great products and great advice out there. You need them occasionally. And, if you get something or gain something from that, then that's great. But paying somebody a quarterly fee or a monthly fee just because is no longer, I think, relevant going forward in the world we live.
100%.
Can you tell I'm on a rant today or what?
No, you got to get out the chest, man. I'm glad you're doing this too, because look, man, I can only take so many calls with you where you and I go back and forth on all this stuff. The world needs to hear it, over time. And we're there now, because us too, we have to, we have to vent, but not vent destructively,
Right.
vent with purpose and share and just like, dude, we're, where's Bobby? Baba, see this book right here?
Yes, sir.
I want you to get this book. I know Becky was so kind enough to put a link in the chat. Now, this book talks about the infinite banking concept, but what Alan was talking about is, income producing assets. I've mentioned cash flow. These are the things that I'm going to say we need. I used to say desire. Oh, I can't wait till I'm in this position to get that, right? That was totally my thought process. But the more and more I looked at my current situation and the path that I was going and asked myself the question, hey, when I get to this age, is this going to be good enough? No, still no. Right now, today, I'm still like, no, but I have more tools. I have more tools than I've had that I'm now starting to turn the boat a little bit. I'm turning the needle a little bit more to yes.
You've turned the boat a lot, my friend.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. We a hard right rudder, bro. but I only have enough energy to do it by myself. I got to build some strength to, go. But it's not going to be like that. It's going to be just a slow, steady, tie up the rope there, take a break, eat a meal, take the rope off. Okay, keep going. To make that turn to a full yes. And even then, my full yes, I'm still leaving room in there that anything is possible. Things can go right. Things can go wrong. But I know the more tools that I have and that are currently being used in some type of way or capacity, the better off that I am. You know, Nelson in this book, Bobby, this book, if you replace the vehicle that he talks about in this book, because this is IBC, Infinite Banking Concept, Nelson Nash, God bless you, I love you, and the Nelson Nash Institute, thank you so very, very much.
And his
for what
family.
you got. Yeah, and his family, and everything that you guys still do. Like, seriously, you literally saving lives, okay, financially speaking. But if you just understand what Nelson's talking about, and having, like, interrupting compounding, etc., and then you look at someone that their business is managing funds or accounts, and they take a commission monthly, quarterly, yearly, they're taking your profits. You know, you could have compounded here this much, but since they took a little bit, it went, okay, now you have to go a little bit more, and then they still, even though you're going up, you're not as wide as you could have been as you went up. You kind of keep shrinking over time, so that it eats at your portfolio. It's almost like, okay, fruit on a tree. Good thing. What are the bad things with fruit on the tree? Well, all the other natural things that come on a tree. You got birds, you got bees, you got worms, you got other bugs. Man, they love peaches and apples and all that stuff. They're coming in there and they're taking it, you know? And so you kind of have to go out there and do what you got to do to, hey, get off my lawn, get off my tree, right? Because you need that fruit, and so does the tree. See, traditionally, trees, when all those leaves go to the ground, for some of you that don't know, I'm gonna drop some nature knowledge on you. When those leaves go down to the ground, that's the tree's food for the winter. Okay, it's feeding itself. It's taking care of itself, and because it can do that, you can go out next harvest season and take maybe 50%, jar most of it up, sell half of it to your neighbors. You keep the other half for the winter. Boom. Guess what you get to do with the profits? You go plant another tree.
That's right.
Okay. For me, I have different trees. I have a IBC tree. I now have a autonomous trader tree. I have digital assets that can fund both of those, by the way. There's other protocols that are coming out that are already out, but they need to be a little less risky for me to really participate at the level I want to. And I'm talking DeFi, I'm talking yielding, but that's not going to stop me from going to learn that and to participate in that, because I need to know not only how it works, I need to know how I work with it.
That's right.
Because I'm the only one in my wealth building that has the 100% ability to screw it up. 100%. 100%. So, you know, for me, I saw
the
your
first
comment
step
there. Yeah,
the first step is the hardest one.
It always is 100%.
Yeah.
So can you pay 5,000 Canadians to join IBC, and then I would deposit how much? Or okay, so Bobby, ICB. Are you talking about IBC as in an infinite banking concept, or are you talking about the Go Baby Trade trader? Can I get clarification on that? Can you find IBC? Can you find ICB with crypto? I'm sorry, I'm reading comments, brother. I know you can't see
I love it.
there, but
one of the things I really want to remind people, okay, let's say this thing just makes 5% a month. Just, right? Okay. How much is your bank paying you? Are they paying you 1% a year? So 5% a month is 60% a year. In other words, you're losing 59% on your money annually, not to mention inflation. Okay? Listen, 59, those people are at least making 59% off your money in the bank. Just wrap your head around that. And the fact that we don't like banks to begin with. Becoming your own banker, like what he's talking about with that book, it's only 90 pages, guys. It's powerful. It
92.
tweaks your mind in a way that way you look at using money, your own money, differently than you've ever seen it before. And it's very easy to read. It's a country boy writing it, and it's logic. It's pure magic, logic. And it's one of those stepping stones of monetary knowledge that you need, because you need the curiosity of it. Then you go to your chat GPT. Then you go to AI to look it up. Then you determine, what's my next question? How do I learn the next step? Where do I go with this? How do I move this money from this place to this? Or you come to this channel, one or the other. And then this money's making money that's paying for that cost of that money. And then the next thing you know, you don't have any costs of money. None, zero, because you are the bank. And then you're banking people around you who are paying you. And the next thing you know, you're an empire. That's how empires are created. This man that I'm sharing the screen with right now, I haven't told him this, but I happen to know by the time he's my age, and by the time my son is my age, they're going to be financial empires. Okay? They just are. I know where they're at. I know where their heads are at. I know how they got there. And I know the empowerment of what's coming for all of us. But to understand the mechanism of money, and I talk about this all the time, but they don't teach you how to use money in school. They don't even teach you what money is. And they don't teach us what relationships are. And those are the two most important things in our lives. If you can master both of those, is the perfect thing. And I will tell you, this man has mastered the relationship with his wife. And I think a lot of people, when I meet them and their relationships with the people around them, are incredible. That's why this man's on this channel a lot. People always ask me, well, what's the deal with you and Simon? It's like, well, since the moment I met him, I knew what was in his heart. I knew who he was.
Agreed.
Yeah. I just knew. Boom. That guy, I can trust him. I like him. He wants to learn. He's sharp. He's a good student, and he teaches me stuff. Okay. Well, then we share logic. That's what we're doing here together, guys. I'm really excited about where we're all headed. I really am. More so than I've ever been before, actually. Yeah. I don't feel threatened by AI or technologies anymore at all. Yeah. It's in our back pocket.
But we gotta put our hand in the back pocket, pull it out, and do something with it.
That's right.
We still got things to do.
We're going to be able to tear up your credit cards here pretty quick too. I'm going to teach you about that.
Oh,
yes, sir.
I might just keep one.
Yeah, we're not far away
I have
from
a
that.
whole purpose for that, right?
Yeah,
that's it. There you go. There you go, Baba. I left you a link to the Nelson Nash Institute. I think you're in Canada. So that's the Find Your Practitioners link. So you can look in Canada for IBC authorized practitioners. Go through that list, see who's in your area, and give them all a call. Now I'm going to tell you something real quick before you, when you do call, if you have not read the Becoming Your Own Banker book at least once, they're literally going to tell you to do that and then call back when you're done. Okay. So definitely go get that book and read it. Sorry, Alan, didn't need to cut you off. I've been trying to make sure
that, that's great. Yeah, I'm glad you're sharing that.
Good to go.
Let's take a question or two, and then I got to roll. I got to go play boat captain today.
What? Boat captain? That's not cool.
I know.
Let's see here.
I still work for
guys. What? I mean, we're not gonna, that's another. We're gonna have to agree to disagree, Alan, on you work for a living. The word work. Yeah.
No. Well, Simon's one of the few people that actually know virtually every project. Well, not everyone, but
Not
almost every
everyone, but
project I'm involved in. And
yeah.
they're uh they're big deals. They're good deals. And I know about them because of the people of this channel. And we share our lives together and we all prosper. And I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm so happy. Honestly, Alan, why I'm looking for some questions here. Us meeting in Texas was definitely a meant to be thing. I mean, we just, it's really just the last 4 hours of that event that weekend, right? Just literally the last four, and we just connected, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
believe
believe
it
it was.
was.
Yeah, because I remember seeing you and Brent, go around the room, as did I, because you guys were sitting on the right side of the room, and I like to stay in my same seat as usual when I go to a new place. So that's what I like to do, right? That's how I get to familiar with the same people I'm around, as opposed to trying to bounce around at the same time, try to learn something. But yeah, man, both you and B Man's vibe was just something that um I knew was good. It was calm, right? It was very calm. No agenda, just nice to meet you. What are you into? What are you into? And let's do something together. And it really was that, man. And
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about a topic um briefly, and you said, "Hey, do some research on this." And I was like, "Sweet, I'll do it." And I did, and then we just kept in contact, kind of time between phone calls, but we just kind of kept steamrolling into that, and here we are. And I mean, dude, like I tell you this all the time, and I tell the crew too, but I'm gonna say it one more time because it bears merit. You are my mentor, but you just don't know it. You're all of our mentor in some capacity. You really are, but you
You
just
should
don't
aim a
know
little higher. You should aim much higher, Simon. You should shoot a much. Yeah.
it. I don't know what more of a higher honor than being a mentor is, because I know you've had plenty of mentors. Every time
Oh yeah.
a certain family will come out and they're on the yacht for 3 days to a week, and there's your mentor. Mentors are
Yeah.
only there. They plant a seed. If you're ready, they take you to the next step. If you're not, they leave you on the boat and they'll see you next year.
Yeah.
That's a mentor, man. Yeah, it's good things. Folks, now I did see a few questions, but could you guys go ahead if you got any questions? Let's just throw them in there. If we haven't hit anything 100% or 80% or heck even 50% to where you guys um want some
I do. Oh, I
want
do
some
want to
help.
talk about the January show real quick.
Okay, well, yeah, while you're doing, yeah, go ahead and talk
Yeah.
about the show while we're waiting for questions to pop in, because I
We're
know there's
we're
a
putting
delay.
this show together. I know everybody in here probably already knows all that. The amount of guests, the people, how do I, everybody's a guest. I'm a guest. Okay. It's not the Allen show, right? So the networking that you're going to receive in that building is growing. Like it's almost I'd say a person or two a week come to me and say, "Wow, I heard you doing this thing. I'd like to be there, but I don't want to be on stage. I don't want to do this. I just want to be there. I want to be part of this because I think it's going to be big." Yes, it's going to be big. It's going to be big because it's a networking group, and it's about us sharing contacts, life experience, and knowledge. And you're gonna learn that you're part of a bigger community. Right now, you're sitting in front of your laptop or on your phone or something, and you're just like, okay, man, I'm a lone ranger here. I got no friends. I got no backup. Nobody talks about this stuff other than me and my neighborhood. My family hates me for all of it. This network, this group that you're going to end up with knowing, and what I really want you to know is if you don't walk out of there with like 50 emails and phone numbers, then you did it wrong. You didn't apply yourself. there was a gal that Simon and I knew. We still kind of know her. You know who I'm talking about. That was such a go-getter at that show that you and I met.
Mm-hmm.
You know the gal I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The one where her husband passed away, right?
Mm-hmm.
That gal went up to everybody there and got
Yes.
everybody's email
Yep.
and everybody's phone number and what you're doing and why are you doing this and what are you involved in, and I want to know what's happening. She was a mover and a shaker, and she succeeded because of it. I'll never forget her, and her presence was very powerful to me. That's the experience I'm bringing you to. You're going to go, and these people are going to be, I don't care. They're not too big a celebrity. They're not too big or whatever for you to go up and say, hey, I appreciate what you do. You resonate with me. I like what you're doing. Is there any way I can get a hold of you? Is there any way we could, is there a group? Is there some kind of forum or not a forum, but a Discord that I can get involved with you? That's what this show's going to be about. It's going to be about all of the relationships that I've had over the last 8 years of crypto, pretty much in that room. And some big time banker friends of mine. I have 2 of them coming. I'm excited about them. You're going to be in a room that you may never be in again. And that's the way I want you to see this opportunity. But also, when you get that story that Simon was just talking about, how he and I met and what it's evolved into, you don't understand which relationship's going to make millions for you down the road. You have no idea. You just don't. But to a man, Brent and I and Simon and other people are going to generate financial wealth for many people around us. And that's why I said what I said. He's going to be a financial empire. He just will. He is. You're going to want to know that man on the screen right there. And right now he's really approachable. But it's very approachable.
What are you saying? I'm going to be like, get off my lawn.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I'm busy. I'm a really hard guy to get a hold of sometimes.
You're right.
It's not always by choice. It's just that's kind of what's it's evolved into. Not that I don't have time for anybody watching this show, because I try to. I really do.
Right. No, I know you're a busy guy.
Anyway, I just wanted to paint, because everyone's like, well, what am I going to get out of it? What am I going to do there? What's going to happen for me? And I cannot tell you the financial rewards that have been brought to me through crypto and the community of crypto. Not just making money off the coin. And I don't make any money off clicks. None. Zip. I mean, it doesn't even keep the lights on. So anyway, that's what you're going to get. And you'll see. When you go, you'll be blown away.
Sweet. Baba did a super chat for $2.79. Says, thank you guys. Now I have homework to do. IBC. Yes, sir. Well done. Enjoy. When you get done reading it. Oh, there's an audio book, by the way, about the same price. So if that's more your cup of tea, go that route, because you can always rewind as opposed to turn the page. You can always put the earbuds in and listen to wherever you're at. There was a statement here twice by P&W Scotty 3. I'm assuming that's Pacific Northwest, Scotty. If it is, email me, because I'm in the same hood as you, arguably. But Scotty says the software will exit coins for you over time. Just uncheck the add to decline and add to ascending prices for the coins you don't want. So what Scotty, for those of you that may see this comment here in the chat, what Scotty's talking about is, hey, I want to get out of these coins and participate in different coins within the software. Okay. And yes, I agree. That also is something that can be done. My question for Scotty, though, is when you do that, Duh, and you go down to 3 other coins. Does that shift the balances, like the reserves in those 2 coins where you said, "Hey, just sell these coins." Does that default those other 2 balances over into the remaining 3 coins that you're still having the software add to the appreciating price and the declining price of the remaining 3? My question to you, I know it's kind of long-winded, but yeah, and also P&W Scotty, if you're willing, I personally would love for you to come onto my channel and just share your experience with this software since you're using it. And if you don't want to, I hear you. I really hear you, because I don't want you to, put a bullseye on your back. That's why I do what I do. I have no problem getting in a scuffle and a tuffle. Not that I need anymore. I'm not looking for any more. I'm just saying, hey, let me take the hit.
Yeah.
I can bounce back pretty good. And I can usually spot the hit. Not always. I don't, I can get knocked on my butt, but I'm like, okay, yep, that was your only
There's
one you're gonna get doing that. That was really good, but thank you for teaching me today. But yeah, there
there's
you go.
also something I want to add, just saying that
Yeah,
if we have good ideas, because we have a lot of good traders, and
yeah.
I've been trading a long time, and now that I'm getting my trading hat back on,
Knocking the dust off.
um,
Love it.
we can suggest things to the creator of this thing anytime we want. Okay, we have an inside track to the man that does this every single day with this thing, and
Mhm.
he's one of those guys. If you want to sit down and have a conversation about how he could make it better, he'll listen to it. He's not like, oh no, I'm perfect, I got this. I'm Mr. Program guy. So
Mhm.
as a group, if we find that we'd like, oh, hey, could you put a category over here for us or do something to this? Is there a way
Mhm.
we could backdoor this guy and maybe link these two at these certain times of a month? All of that creative stuff to go forward is going to be at our access. He's
Mhm.
already mentioned
Mhm.
it. He's like,
Mhm.
look,
Mhm.
Alan, you knew this was a neural network immediately. Like, how did like, you must have played with this kind of stuff. Like, and I have. So um, we're going to have access to the creator. And that's a magical thing, if you ask me, going forward.
Both
That
creators.
allows,
Go ahead.
yeah, that allows us to keep it relevant as well
Yeah.
for many
Yeah.
years to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valid. Valid. That's good things there. I'm not seeing
Questions? Good.
any questions right now. I'm sure they're going to come. Guys, I'm going to put some links in the chat before we go. Real quick, there's going to be a link, just so you guys have it again, to receive the discount for the trader. You're also going to get the email for support for the trader at 2 spots, technically 3, because I'm gonna throw mine in there as well. So I know a lot of you have reached out to support and to financial financial intelligence for you as well. And I know you guys have reached out to me. So just throw my name in the hat to just be someone that really just wants you to win. I want to be with winners. I do. I want you guys to win, because that makes me feel good when I can help out anybody. So thank you all for giving me the opportunity. So while I keep moving the lips, I'm going to put all these in the chat. Dun, dun, dun. There's that copy.
And just so
Paste.
everybody knows, we will get back to doing crypto shows. My monologues will always be about crypto.
Mhm.
My Thursday night shows are about an exit strategy. And we usually discuss, this Sunday show usually discusses what we went over during the week. So,
Yep.
yeah, my Thursday night show, that tool is an exit strategy, period. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's going to be a great tool for a lot of people. It may not be for you. And if it's not for you, don't, yeah, if you're on the fence about these kind of things, stay on the fence. but keep an objective outlook and an open mind. And
Yeah.
if you know any of the people in the chat or group, and you can reach out to them, or just come to the show and you can, I don't know, meet 40 or 50 people that have been running it for 6 months or something like that. You're like, oh, wow, okay. Then you can get firsthand experience from other people. And sometimes that's how we all learn, and we feel more comfortable that way. And that's a good thing too, you know? So
It is 100%.
yeah.
100%. Well, I got
All right.
those links in there, guys. And I also got my email, a few more comments down there for you guys. So feel free to light me up.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for sharing all that, Simon.
You're welcome.
And
Welcome.
I'm going to go ahead and try and get us out of here so
Okay.
I can get back to being a captain. And we're looking forward to next Sunday. We'll hear more about what Brent was up to today. I think you guys are going to be all interested, and that's going to be a lot of entertaining stories. So should be good stuff.
Yes. It is. Yeah. I look forward to it.
All right, everybody.
Alan, take care.
Thanks, Simon. I love you all, and we'll talk soon.